So there was this guy who was dating this girl. They were dating for about 11 years. You know that term, what do you want in a spouse? You have to rewire your mind to what do I want to be for my spouse? That thing, what do you bring to the table? You know, we say those nonsense things. That is why there is divorce. Because everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants somebody that compliments them. There are some people that can't date somebody because of picture. He's shorter than me. That's the voice of foolish reasoning. If you marry a tall person that is tearing you slap from above, I told you will laugh after. You will know that. You see, when you read the story of Jacob and Leah, you see a mystery. And I'm advising girls. Don't be too much about what you like. The blessing of God is that you find a man that loves you more than you love him. Because look at this. When God said, let men love and let women submit, He touched us in our area of challenge. Because women will struggle with submission. So He touched you with that area of challenge. And men will struggle with love. Because men's love is very, very, unstable, attraction. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the love that God is demanding from the man, He now told him, He said, you must be ready to die for her. That kind of love, God is also trying to touch the heart of that man. So when you now find a man that is not trying to love you, that genuinely loves you, but you want to leave him for somebody you love, you are going to struggle. You will be like Leah. You will be fighting for validation. If you like, don't listen. Because, you see, anytime it's February, I'm always angry. Because you will talk, they will not hear word. They will not hear word. If you are not Rachel, no matter how you cook, he will not like you. Listen. His mind is on that person that he loves. So you will keep struggling, keep trying. All the children, she started naming him. My husband will one day love me. It won't be enough, sir. So if you notice you are Rachel in the story, embrace your Jacob. Don't go and be looking for someone that doesn't care for you. You are chatting this person, they did not respond. This other person has chatted you 7 times to say, yeah, I don't like his nose. You will soon know. Pity he doesn't have beers. Whatever happened, beer eats. Stanley Howard at Duke University made this classic statement. Look at this. He says, the assumption is that there is someone just right out there for you to marry, and that if you look closely enough, you will find that right person. This assumption overlooks a critical aspect of marriage. It fails to appreciate the fact that you will always marry the wrong person. It's a conclusive statement, and I agree. You will always marry the wrong person. Look at why. We never know who we marry, because they themselves don't know themselves in marriage. So it's not fraud that they are changing. They are in a different terrain. So who you met before marriage is not who you will be with in marriage. They also don't know their version in marriage. We never know who we marry. We just think we do. Or even if we first marry the right person, just give it a while and he or she will change. For marriage being the enormous thing that it is, means you are not the same person after you entered it. See what, because you look at this prospective person, you say, this person is characterized by X, Y, Z, great, marry. And now all of a sudden, it's X, Y, Z, D, A, B, C, and D, E, F, because you are in there. In other words, he's saying, the person changes because you joined their life. Before you got married, they want to wake up by 7. But now, you have joined their life, you watch movies late, that's your own person. So you guys are up having sex, and nobody is young here. And don't look like that. You will know what I'm saying now. And doing all those naughty things, but I don't really care. And you guys are sleeping by 3 o'clock. They're not going to wake up by 7 anymore. You are changing them. You were single before. You had time to go to the gym. Now you now have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or now you are married. You are eating up and down. You know your body will... You get what I'm saying? Your body will change. You are wondering, bro, this was how you were when I married you. We have eaten ice cream 6 times. You say I will not change? Do you get what we are saying? So some people are not practical. I'm telling you. You are laughing, but you're understanding. I'll tell you a story. So, I knew of this guy. And maybe this month I would talk about it, the dangers of cohabitation. Once you start living with... Okay. So there was this guy who was dating this girl. They were dating for about 11 years. And obviously, you know what happened. They broke up now. Those things don't work. Once you start living with somebody, they've seen you. They are not going to marry you. Because the first thing that happens to you when you get married, you have a rush of, did I make a mistake? Because you are living with this person, you have seen everything about them. And since there is nothing legal, nothing covenantal backing you guys up, there's no way they are going to stay with you. They will dump you. They've seen the best of you. They have to try if there is something easier out there. It's just common sense. So, was dating this girl for about 11 years and they stayed together for about 4 years. So they eventually broke up. And then we're having a conversation. So I asked him, I said, he said he's dating somebody now. I said, oh, amazing. He said, PD, I have never felt love before. It was just now I felt love. I said, wait. I said, so you are telling me that you spent 11 years of your life and you were not in love. He has forgotten the emptiness that she was feeling. It's 11 years. It's enough to forget how you first felt. He said, PD, no. I said, really? He said, this girl I'm currently dating now I know the meaning of love. So I said, wait, I want to ask you questions. I said, your ex-girlfriend, why was she staying with you? He said, I was financially responsible for her. I said, so he said, going to work, I had to give her. At the point she wasn't working, I was the one helping her. I said, I said, okay. So did you feel tired? He said, she was very lazy, blah, 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 blah. Things that you see, married people say. This and this and that. So I asked him up front. I said, and you guys were having a lot of sex. He said, we are staying together, PD, I can't lie. I said, okay. I said, this new girlfriend, how long have you been together? He said, 4 months. I said, and you feel love? He said, yes. Remember what this man said? He said, it's hunger that they are mistaken for genuine love. I said, have you slept with her? He said, no. Follow me. Have you slept with her? He said, no. I said, is she richer than you? He said, yes. I said, do you feel privileged that she's dating you? He said, absolutely. I said, that's what you feel. It's not love. You are satisfied with the idea that somebody so high like that can stoop so low to be with you. That feeling is fueling your ego. Don't mistake it for love. And listen, I'm telling you so you will not be a casualty of somebody's ego. Listen, if you put yourself down, they will trample upon you. So what he was saying, love, it was then he realized. Now, when you're trying to somebody and then the person stops and says, am I in love or am I looking forward to achieving stuff with this girl? I told him, I said, oh boy, after you sleep with her 17 times, because you that I'm looking at, you have not changed. I will come and ask you again if you are in love. He said, PD, with what you have said, I will make sure it doesn't happen. Listen, I'm saying it now because you can meet somebody in church and feel like you have hit a jackpot. And that is the beginning of your destruction. Not everybody saying Lord, Lord is under his lordship. And don't miss this. Anybody that can sin with you will sin against you. Anybody that sins with you will sin against you. Why should you trust somebody to not cheat on you if they were sleeping with you before you married? It's not smart to trust that person. Because during your courtship, they displayed that they don't have self-control. I can't trust you. The premise I had to test you, we failed. So it means if you are pushed to the wall and I'm not there, I'm just trying to make a defense for having a sane relationship. If you like, I don't know, I told you. They will not hear. Come, you will see now that they will not hear. They will still come back. So a fruitful marriage, and I'm going to round up here. A fruitful marriage will be manifesting those fruit of the Spirit there. There will be that love. And that love is not a verbal love. It's not texting, I love you. That love is how you treat me when you're angry. That God is angry with sin, but still came to die for sinners. Are you getting what I'm saying? That God is angry with sin, but he still came and died for sinners. You see, there are many mad people walking the streets. They call them Werialasho in my language. It means mad people dressed properly. Look here. One girl, she was in labor. I'm telling you real life story. She and her husband were fighting. They had misunderstanding. And she entered labor. They were keeping malice before the labor. And he left her. And she was in labor. It was the neighbor that came to carry her to the hospital. He said, Shebi, she's not talking to me. And that girl might have been praying, husband, Lord, husband, Lord, husband, Lord. And that goat will come, she will dance. Imagine that kind of darkness. Oh, do we want to talk about people that are very functional in church? They serve, loving people in church, and they are not talking to their spouse? Where a Christian will open her mouth and say some stuff like, I have everything, but that self-control God didn't give me. And a lot, see, let me just, it's while I'm doing, let me stop here. Because one of the major things that break marriages is resentment. And that resentment comes from words that people can't take back. When somebody says something to you, that thing damages you, that thing can't leave your mind. I'll tell you a story. There's no child here. A couple reached out to me. The man said, my wife listens to you, and that's why I'm reaching out to you. For a while now, we've not been able to have sex. We had issues, this and this, but, we've settled, but, I don't know. We've not been able to have sex, and it's really, really getting to me. So I saw the email, and he was begging me to just have a conversation we have, that since she listens to me, and he believes that, I'll be able to get through to her. So I gave them an appointment, and we had a conversation. So we spoke. They had their marital issues here and there, and they said, they've resolved everything and everything is fine. So I looked at her and I said, so what's the issue? Why are you not, with your husband? I said, why are you not? Yeah. So she got it. She said, I should tell him to leave the call. So I told him to drop. She said that one day when they were arguing, now the guy likes to have sex. Jesus is Lord. He likes to have sex from the backside, not that side though. Do you get what I'm saying? Like a style. If you don't get it, forget about it. Why are you stressing me? You're not making me look like a sinner. I'm shy. So that's what the guy likes. And whatever they are doing, he will always just want to get her to be in that position. He said, but one day when they were arguing, he said that she should carry her bony bum bum away. Now, they've settled the fight, and you are telling her to turn her bony bum bum. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? It's not funny. You guys have settled the fight, and now you are telling her to turn that bony bum bum. So she says every time she turns, she remembers what he says, and she's not comfortable. She has forgiven him, but he has damaged her. Anybody that says their mind is out of their mind. You see, Religion that doesn't bridle tongue is not religion. James, he summarized being pious to controlling your mouth. If you are the kind that must get it off your chest, I must say my mind, you have not known Christ. You have not learned Christ. You have not learned Christ. And a lot of people that have this thing I'm talking about, this sharp mouth, they are always defensive. They want to talk, and you because you are not ready to work on yourself. Because it's also mouth. You'll be transferring trauma and talking jargons. Why not keep quiet and think before you talk? You go and tell somebody, I regret the day I met you. One guy told one girl, she said, no, the girl told the guy, he said, if they gave me devil and they put you beside me, I would have picked devil. So the man replied, he said, that means you'll be dating your brother. That's what they call bass-boos. Say yes. If they put devil here and they put you, I'll pick devil. So the guy said, yeah, so you are dating your brother. Because you are also behaving like devil. It's your family. People, you open your mouth, somebody that you married, you open your mouth and you describe the person's life and water them down and say they are nothing without you. You know what God does to people like that? Because you are hey God, you are putting yourself as Pharaoh. What about people? You see, if we only want to have conversation about the mouth, people that will be lying. One guy, see, me, I will say it in my mind. Many guys are dressing well and looking nice. Ladies are going on dates and vacation. It's the girls that are paying, You don't have job, you're entitled. See the way they are looking at me. People with... This guy is a leader in church. You went and did arrange something. You have that fire going on. You went and married another person. You have that one going on in another country. So you have this going on here. You went to Nigeria, you have that going on. You now move to another state and have another girlfriend there. So you are 3 different human beings in 3 different places, and you are sharing the word of God. You are sharing. And you are sharing. It can't be well with you. No, it's not curse. Why are you laughing now? It can't be well with you. And you are wondering why there is regression. You are wondering why. Come on. These are the issues that we are facing in church. Where people will be acting like, and you see, that's why when you are a pastor can identify sheep, wolf in sheep clothing. But sheep cannot identify wolf because sheep is not seeing the face. Pastor is standing in front of them. Sheep is feeling the body. And to sheep, it is sheep. So when you bring out that wolf and you hit the wolf to run away, sheep will say, Pastor, it's not good. That's how he will treat us. Because they think that the wolf is sheep. So you call somebody out and say, this person is not for you. You know what they will do? 2 of them will leave the church, form comradeship, and say you're a dictator. So what they will be spreading is that you want to determine what's happening in the church. You want to. Meanwhile, listen. After 18 months, you have come back. Because wolf will be wolf. If your parent is telling you, check again. Pastor is telling you, check again. Check again. Don't say, I like them. They like me. You don't know what I'm saying. Because sometimes when you have oppositions like that, you people form what is called false comradeship. you start having each other's back and ignoring the red flags. Let's rise. I'm just telling you that you are better alone. If you like, don't hear. Let me tell you, it's a pastor is saying. Let me tell your neighbor, pastor is saying that you are better alone. Or is it that they are better without you alone? It can be anyway. Please show that 1 Corinthians 13. Let's look at that verse 4. We'll read to verse 7. Let's read. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4, not 3. 4. Now, where you see love, you put yourself. I suffer long. I am kind. I do not envy. Do you understand? Let's read. 1, 2, go. Verse 5. Let me just give you one more story. Should I give? That's I do not rejoice in iniquity. It means that I am not happy that people are failing or exposed. I have seen a case that, when the person spoke, my hand fell down. A lot of things were going on. I was talking. He said, Pastor, you can't understand. Pastor, these people are in the UK. Pastor, you can't understand. Pastor, you can't understand. At one point, I said, what can't I understand? Is this not it? He said, this girl wrote to my boss. My boss showed me the email. She wrote to incriminate her husband so they can fire him because she's angry. I said, I looked at the person. I said, is it true? Some people angel was supposed to be lighting them slap. Pastor, do you know what he did? I said, do you want to be defensive right now? You really want to say something? You want to explain this away? Did he emotionally abuse you? No. Did he hit you? No.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were blessed. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thank you.